Okay. All right, folks, we're live. Good morning, and welcome to the Duck Adventure. Oh, yeah, I know, eh, Doug? There's crows everywhere. Oh, folks. I'm going to warn you right now, okay? There are sound effects this morning. Look at this for a bunch of eggs, eh? Look at that, eh? And there's still another, I think, 85 on the counter. So there's 85 on the counter, plus we're going to get today, and then plus what we get tomorrow. But I got to come up with another container, because that's a lot of eggs. It's going to be another 1,200 eggs at the food bank. Oh, Doug, oh, you're knocking my traps over here. Well, pretty soon mouse season's over here. Actually, chances of mouse coming in now are pretty slim. You're looking, well, if the weather ever warms up, I don't believe this, folks. Tonight's supposed to be even colder. It's like winter's just hanging on. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about the sound effects. I am. Some people really don't like the sound effects. But this is what I'm going through right now. I could not stream. I could just keep all the noise to myself. You know what? It's just bizarre. It's like I don't start feeling this excruciating pain until I start walking around, which is the opposite of anything I've ever gone through before when it comes to my back. Usually it's the other way around. I sit down and I die. Oh. And when I start walking around, it loosens up and I feel better, but I ain't loosening up. Oh, folks. Oh, it hurts so much I'm laughing. Oh, come on back. Oh, I'm shaking, folks. I got a little bit of a convulsion going on here right now. Oh. Okay. Holy mackerels. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm getting so sick of this. I've never had my back. I've never had a pinched nerve, but then again, I haven't been stressed out like this in years. It's been years since I've been stressed like this. It's been a hell of a ride here this spring. So, what's happening here? I've been writing email, working on email. Folks. Okay, so here's the deal. This is the latest update. The creator support. I sent a big long email yesterday, just pleading, okay? And this morning, they replied back. I stated a really good case yesterday, okay? And, said about, what we do here and, how we supply literally thousands of meals to people and all of this is being undone right now. And they really have to look at this again. So, it was a really good email, actually. And the guy said he's going to try to get it looked at again. He's going to escalate it because I said it's got to get escalated to another level, because who's ever doing this review is not looking at the big picture, So, so he replied back this morning that he's going to escalate it. So then I thought, I'm not going to leave it at this, because here's my chance. If he's going to escalate it and he's going to get like a manager or a supervisor involved, or whatever, levels they have at YouTube there, So I sat down, and that's what I've been doing for the last hour and 15 minutes, is crafting an information email with all the links, all the news stories that have been done about us, all the tweets by the homeless shelter for the donations, you know, highlighting everything about the channel, what we've been doing here, you know, that I have an absolutely perfect squeaky clean record on YouTube. This has never happened before, you know. I said, you know, 32 million views, and I've never had strikes, I've never had copyright, nothing. And I said, and just this, you know, there's the sheer volume, 3,800 videos being deleted. It's like, I said, it's almost criminal, you know, so much being deleted. And then all the information about what, you know, I'm repeating it. I did a phenomenally good email. It took me like an hour and 15 minutes to write. Well, get back to your door. And then I was shocked. He replied back like instantly and thanked me for the backup information or evidence, I guess we could call it, evidence of our goodness here. And he is going to forward all this information to the person that's making this decision on if they're going to continue with the termination position that the ducks feeding the homeless should not exist on YouTube. So I did say in my email yesterday, I said this is going to make a hell of a great viral video. YouTube shutting down a charity channel feeding the homeless, and because I honestly believe that something like that has a good chance of getting a lot of gription, you know, as far as people looking at it. It's a good cause, and it's not fair what's happened, because it's not just me that's suffering. You know, like I said yesterday, it's you, the fan, and then it's everybody we're helping. You know, like tomorrow, I'm going to drop off tomorrow over 1,200 eggs. Oh, I'm getting down on my knees to do this, folks. 1,200 eggs to the food bank. Like, what YouTube channel does something like that, you know? It's like, does YouTube want to be known, you know, that they stopped all these people from getting food? You know, is that what they want to be known for? Because that's what they're going to be known for if this doesn't get fixed. I think it'd be, honestly, I think it'd be awesome publicity for them. So that's where we're at right now. They're going to escalate it, and we'll see. And I don't know what their turnaround time is when the creator support escalates something. I know it seems to take about 70 hours, 60 hours before I ever hear back from the guy before, so I don't know. You know, I don't know, but maybe there's hope for us, you know? Maybe. I gotta fix the other camera before I get sidetracked here, folks. I don't like that wide angle lens on this camera over here. I look at it and it's so blurry. You know, it is a wider angle, but it just sucks as far as the sharpness of the picture. Look at all these ducks. Oh, we got a duck with a red eye. What happened to you, girl? You got an infection in your eye. Oh, I gotta catch her later. Remember I told you yesterday that we were gonna have a duck two ducks are gonna come out of the hospital, and I said as soon as we take ducks out of the hospital, what happens? We get new ducks for the hospital. Yeah, she's gotta go to the hospital. Ah. All right. Oh. Well, I might be bringing those other two ducks back sooner. Holy molies. Oh, can of geese. Where are they? Can we see them? Oh, there they are. Relax, can of geese. It's the good guy. Okay. Let's take this lens off because I really hate the way it distorts the picture. unfortunately. Oh, there's the dog. That's why the geese were. Yeah, there's the dog. That's where the geese ran. That's because of the dog. Well, that's sharper. Okay, well, I gotta put this somewhere. I'll put it in my pocket for now. Zip the pocket up so it doesn't fall out. So when I go to do my income tax, I'm gonna come back and catch that duck with the bloody eye. Man, the wind is not nice, folks. It's the north wind this morning. Hey, girls. How'd that little girl get a hurt eye? You know the things ducks do, eh? And like I said yesterday, I told you yesterday, I said, you know, when ducks leave the hospital, there's always new ones to come in. And what happened? We got a new one to go in. Man, you'd think I'd be doing this for a while, eh? So predictable when it comes to animals and this stuff. Okay. Okay, so the sound effects are going to get cranked up here. Just to warn you, if you don't want to hear a grown man whine, I recommend you leave or change the channel or turn the sound off. Oh, look at the ducks in here. Oh. Okay, I'm going to start over here. Today, you got to shake it up. We're going to start. Look at the ducks everywhere. You know what this means? I'm too early. Oh, I'm too early, folks. Because they're sitting on nests because they're going to pass eggs here shortly. That's why they're still on nests. I came out this morning this time because I would have been actually my plan was to come out even earlier. Oh, because I was gonna be right now in the garage doing my income tax. But the YouTube email, I had to take care of it. It was just too important. So I'm behind because of that. Ooh. Oh, yes, a little bit. Oh, my elbow just snapped. Oh, I'm in such great shape. Oh, okay. Hey, little stripper duck. Hey, oh, fall over. Look at this. She's gonna fall, eh? She uses. She's gonna fall? Yeah. It takes 5 steps, falls. What a duck. Okay. Oh man, I wish the floor wasn't covered in duck poop, but I could get down on my knees like I do in the goose shed. Oh. Okay, we got a lot of eggs in this corner. Oh. Okay. So, I think anybody with a brain, okay, anybody with a brain, and if it's a supervisor, maybe a manager looks at it again, and they see all the links that I sent them to, all the proof, and it's hard evidence that, you know, if they shut us down, there's going to be, you know, misfortunate people suffering. Well, there already is, because now that we're so late, you know, if they removed all the strikes right now, folks, we're still screwed on doing ducklings because Metzer Farms needs 60 days notice. It's just, they really screwed up this year. Totally screwed it up. Totally screwed it up, actually. All my grand plans. Oh man, I had such awesome plans for this year. I was buying equipment this winter, planning for this year, you know, because I really wanted to take this live streaming to the next level. Man, it's like a perfect storm of things going wrong. Perfect storm. And we still don't know yet, though. Like I don't want to get my hopes up too much, you know, because I have found in my life that when I get my hopes up too much, it falls even harder. It's like, you know, because I could get my hopes up here, and they would come back and say, look, this is final. There's like, it will never be looked at again type final. You know what I mean? That's the thing right now, is that's where we're at, which means then we got to start like a massive viral campaign, and then we got to hope the internet has some interest in our situation, you know, to bring the ducks back to life, and start a movement to fix this appeal process. Because this, I had a real eye opener. Yes, Duck. What are you doing? Well, you're mad at me because I'm in here, aren't you? There's an egg. Yeah, I know. I'm here to steal eggs. I didn't realize that this appeal process was so bad. It's brutal. Like, I have a lot there's a lot of third-party pain happens if this channel gets deleted, and there are so many YouTubers out there that there is no third-party pain. You know, it's just, you know, him and his fans. You know, this situation is it's us and our, you know, it's us. You know, you and me, and the people we're helping. And that's really the only reason that we have this really strong case to just browbeat them into looking at it again. But I can't see them being, you know, if they're, oh, I just broke an egg. If they review this with all the information I sent them, and they still say nope, channel's history, I don't think that person is really, how would I say, put it this way, if they come back and they say that, you know, that it's final, they've reviewed everything, and that, you know, the channel stays terminated, it is not anybody with any brains. That's not, because there's no way. The amount of, like, I sent them every single media link that I had, and I have a folder of bookmarks that is just all my media links. Anytime there's something new about us doing some good, I save it. And it's a lot of evidence, of goodness. Well, it's 4 years of donating everything, going on 5. You know, and that's a lot. That's not like, oh, I did a couple good things. You know, like, oh, I did one good video. I gave $100 to a guy, a homeless guy. You know, that, no, this isn't the case. This is 7 days a week for 4.5 years of proof. So, and that was covered by the media. You know, I know it's the dying mainstream media, you know, the news channels, but it's still credible, you know? It's still credible. I guess you would call it credible witness. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So I'm hoping that they look at it and they realize, oh, there's a mistake here. This shouldn't have happened, because I broke my email down to them. Remember I told you yesterday about the questions, and they're not answering the questions? You know, like, how can you get a strike on a video that had a strike before and got approved? How can you get strikes on videos that have been reviewed already by the community guidelines team and age restricted? You know, it's already been reviewed by the community guidelines team. That's how it got age restricted by them. But, you know, 3 years later, you get a strike from the community guidelines team for something that the community guidelines team reviewed. So anyways, I broke it down really simple, these questions. I said, these questions are not getting answered. Because like I told you yesterday, if they answer those questions, well, one, I think what's going to happen, this is my gut. I don't want to get my hopes too much up here, but I think instead of answering the questions, they're going to reinstate the channel. And I think maybe it might get reinstated with no strikes. Everything will be removed. Because if they reply back with the answers, that's, you know, that's I don't think their lawyer would let a client do that. You know, I think it would be sort of akin to like Trump sitting down with Mueller, you know, that kind of thing. You're better off not saying anything. And I think YouTube, that's what's going to happen. That's my gut. I just got this gut feeling that it's going to be, they're just going to reinstate the channel, all the strikes are gone, and nobody is going to tell me anything. Nobody is going to, you know, they're not going to, well, they're definitely not going to apologize, but they're definitely not going to say a single word. It's just going to be reappear. And with no explanation, and they will never answer these questions. They will never answer how it happened. Ever, ever. That's my gut. Because if they answer the questions, they're painting themselves into a corner. Either way, like if they answer the questions and this is why you're still terminated, then the answers are going to be lies, or they're going to make no sense. Because, like I said, these videos have all been reviewed before. Oh, I'm doing pretty good with the sound effects, eh? I'm just sucking it up, boys and girls. I'm trying to keep my talking going here so you don't hear it inside. So that's my gut. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that if this gets reviewed, they look at the info and they're going to realize, oh, we got to fix this. Because I don't see how they would like to take a chance of this going, you know, me doing something that goes viral, highlighting how they shut down a channel that's doing charity work for real. You know, especially with the homeless crisis in this North American continent. You know, there's so much homelessness going on, and here's big YouTube shutting down a channel that has been feeding the homeless for, this would be 4 years, you know. And the rising use of food banks, there's another one too. The use of food banks in North America is going through the roof, and the food banks are under tremendous pressure. I know this for a fact. I've read many articles on it. So there's another thing, you know, they're going to say they're going to hurt the food banks also because of what we're doing right now here, collecting these eggs. Is that egg broken? So I can't see them wanting this type of press with all the negative things right now going on with homeless and food banks. Doesn't make any sense if they continue down the path of termination. Did I do these? Yeah, I did these. Oh, that's not a bad bucket. It's pretty heavy. I can feel my back pushing on one side. Oh, turn the light off. So there's, just keep your fingers crossed. Hope. We just gotta hope, folks, that hell, they're over here now. Look at this, eh? All the ducks are over here. So I gotta go and get my breakfast happening, and then I'm gonna deal with this little duck with the bloody eye. I'm gonna take her to the hospital, and I'm probably gonna bring those other 2 ducks back out here. Oh, I got a hunch I'm gonna, but I gotta get some food into me because I wanted to eat earlier today, but like I said, I've been doing my I guess we could say writing for my life. Hoping to save myself. That's pretty good. I did pretty good on the sound effects this morning. Not too much. It was pretty bad at the beginning. When I giggle in pain, that's bad, folks. It's going down to -13 tonight. -13. This is just crazy cold April. Like, they're at the normal temperatures right now, folks. 9 degrees during the day and -1 at night. We're barely cracking 0 during the day, and we're doing 13 below at night. Freaking global warming, eh? Climate change. It's getting colder. Alright. Oh, dog. Oh, you were crazy dog this morning, folks. We got 2 big ravens that came in, and they sat on the telephone pole, or the hydro pole, or the light post, I mean, in the yard, and he sat in the bed blowing a gasket because these ravens were sitting on the light. That was my wake-up call this morning. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go and have a fun day doing tax stuff. So, talk to you later.